Welcome back. In the previous steps, we looked at finding if a number is prime. We looked at finding the sum up to n numbers. And in this step, let's focus on the third exercise, sum of divisors. One of the clues I can give you is that sum of divisors is very similar to is prime. You want to find out if a number is dividing 15, and if it's dividing 15 with the remainder of 0, then you need to add it up. You can pause the video in here. I would recommend you to copy the prime number, start off with that, and then you can edit it to get to the sum of divisors. Okay, now let's get to it. I'll comment out these two because I don't want to really worry about sum up to right now. What we want to do is we want to focus on the divisors. So let's copy the function is prime. I don't want to find out sum of divisors. So I'll say calculate sum of divisors for the number. For numbers less than 0, less than 2, I'll just return 0 back. Let's not really worry about it. What we are interested in real numbers about 2. So for divisor in range of 2 common number, that's what we did in case of prime numbers. But with sum of divisors, what we want to do is we would also want to calculate the sum including 1 and the number. So if I'm looking at the divisors for 15, I would want to include the sum of 1, 3, 5 and 15. So what we'll do here is increase the range. So we'll increase the range from 1 to number plus 1 so that we are looping from 1 to number. And we would want to check if number divides. If the number is divisible, what do we want to do? You would want to increment a sum variable. Sum is equal to sum plus divisor. Before that, let's initialize sum is equal to 0. One of the things which we can also do is move this to the first line, and over here I can directly return sum instead of 0. So sum is equal to 0. If number less than 2, return sum. Sum is equal to sum plus divisor. Instead of true, we would want to return sum back. Cool, right? So now I can call this method, calculate sum of divisors, and pass in sum. We would want to print the value, so I'll say print calculate sum of divisors of sum. Actually, not sum, I should have said a number. So let's say I would want to calculate the sum of divisors of 6, sum of divisors of 15. Let's run this and see what would happen. 12 and 24. So the divisors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6, that's 12. And the divisors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15, and they all add up nicely. That's cool, right? In this step, we looked at the exercise to calculate the sum of the divisors. We started with the code for the prime number as the base, and we slowly changed it to return the sum of the divisors for a given number. I hope it's been an interesting journey for you. I'll see you in the next step. Until then, bye-bye.